Hi, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Zenith Online Racing. Funny enough, I thought I had started the broadcast. I've been talking to myself for the last 5 minutes, so, and I realized there's no one in the chat. So, welcome, I am Puff Digital. Having a bit of trouble, obviously, to start the stream here tonight, but as you can see, we are in Monza. Everyone has set a lap. I missed every single one of them, but we'll start catching some of these second runs as they begin to happen now. 6 minutes into quali, roughly, and we can see quite a tight grid. Ooh, as Adri is out of qualifying. I did happen to catch that out of the second Lesmo there. It looks like he's just got a little happy on the throttle, punched it, and sent it right into the wall. So that will be the end of Adri's qualifying. Our current championship leader, I believe he's won 4 of the last 6 races as well. At best, starting P9. More than likely will drop down the field a bit, though. So a lot of work to do for Adri here if he wants to get a good result out of this evening. A few other things to note here. Some new names on the grid for this week and moving forward. We have Leclerc. He's currently in the garage. He is moving full-time into that second Haas seat, and it looks to be a strong move for Haas as they currently have a front-row lockout with Nico 3/10 up on his teammate there. Pretty solid lap from him. Another new face, new to Tier 2, not new to Zenith Online Racing. We have Jesper. He's moved from Tier 3 up into Tier 2, being promoted, taking that Alfa Romeo seat for the remainder of this season. Currently in 8th. He's going to need to improve by half a second there to really make some headway up the timing sheets. And also another driver move. We have Shelly the Turtle also in his garage right now, who was a reserve driver. Raced with us a couple times, but moving forward he will be full-time in the Alpine. So those 3 drivers moving into permanent seats on Wednesdays. And we have an old friend of ours returning. Perhaps only one night only. I'm not sure if he's looking to race more consistently, but Bobby Tava looking fantastic here in that Red Bull. I'm sure if you've been watching this for a while, you recognize the name. He's been with us for quite a few seasons now. Took the season off, but I guess he had some free time tonight and decided to join us here in Tier 2. It looks pretty solid so far. 7th place, but he's right on the back of Sam, who is 2nd in our championship. And Asylum, too, who has shown great pace these last few weeks. So, as I was saying that, we have RC moving into 2nd. Good lap from him. He's really come into form these last few races, so he'll be looking for a good result. Nice job to split those 2 Haas cars and get himself onto the front row. Let's get on board with Monkey as he goes into the garage. Let's not do that. It's going to be fine here. Ray has retired from the session. I don't know where he's crashed, but looks like out of turns 1 and 2, quite possibly. No, never mind. We're right on board with Nico here. Down into turn 1, heavy braking zone. Very tricky 1-2. Shifts up into 4th before getting on the throttle. Short shifting there allows him to hammer the throttle on exit. Coming through Curva Grande. Up into 8th gear, obviously. And we have a tricky 4-5 chicane. If you get too much of that curve, it will launch you both on the entry and the exit. He seems to have navigated that quite well. Heading into the first Lesmo, down into 4th gear, quickly back up into 5th. Coming into the second Lesmo, again down into 4th, and you see him really utilizing the short shifting there, right back into 5th immediately. DRS wide open here, coming into Ascari. 8th gear, flat out, obviously. Very easy to invalidate here if you take too much on the entry. He's done really well, maybe a little cautious. Oh, and you see there on the exit, wiggles a little bit. It has not invalidated him, so he is still valid. He's getting a nice toe off his teammate there, so the teammates doing a great job here, working together in qualifying. We also saw Jesper DNF out of Ascari there, so he's in 9th. And Nico, wow, really, really impressive time there, a 20.2. So, very, very good time. Curious to see how much that, or know how much that toe helped him there, but that is going to be very, very difficult to beat. While we say that, we'll jump on board with Sam, currently second in the championship here, coming through the Lesmos. You can see a little more cautious than Nico was on that prior lap there, not going down into 4th, staying in 5th on the exit. Now up through the gears, up into 8th, obviously. DRS wide open. Coming through Ascari, braking there. Ooh, and there we go. As I was saying on that previous lap we were watching, very easy to invalidate. If you take too much curb on the entry, it's very tempting, but they will knock you for that. Find someone else to watch here. We'll go on board with Asylum. I believe, looks like he's on a lap. Ooh, and he was very close as well, but he looks very confident through there. Oh, and as I say that, a little too confident, as he has binned it out of his Ascari. We've seen that a few times here as we watch the other cars come by. Lost a wheel, smashed the DHL board. Sponsors everywhere are pissed, but we don't care. Zig into the pits. Who else do we have on track here that we can ride on board with? We have Monkey Mafia here. If we can get a good shot of it, you can kind of see it from the onboard there. He is rocking a purple helmet for this month, and he did mention in the chat that it is for epilepsy awareness, for his wife actually, so really nice gesture. He didn't really even ask me to point it out, but he mentioned it, and I thought that was really nice. So, really cool by him. If we can get a good look, maybe from one of the onboards or something like that, we'll be able to see it a bit better. But yeah, really cool. Coming now through 4 and 5, looks pretty good. You can hear him kicking up some gravel there, though, on the exit of turn 5. Now into the first Lesmo. Looks pretty confident. There we go. A wonderful shot of his helmet. So you can get a look there. I'm sure if anyone has any questions about it, you can always pop him in the Discord, and I'm sure he'd be happy to chat about it. He also led the charge on breast cancer awareness last month, and made his helmet pink for that. So, always nice to kind of use these opportunities to bring some light to some things you care about. So, coming now through Parabolica, we'll see how well he can manage to punch the throttle here. He's already flat, fully on the throttle, coming up through 8th gear, coming across the line, and he moves himself into P9 for half a moment there as he was pipped by, I'm not even sure who that was behind him, but they dropped him down to P10. So, right on the fringe there, but I mean, aside from Nico, who's just put in a ridiculous lap there, the rest of this field, super, super close. I mean, you're looking at, just getting on the throttle, maybe shifting slightly earlier. Very, very minor differences in these gaps here. We'll get on board with Cowboy, Mo Powa. I don't know if he wants to be called Mo, Cowboy better. Cowboy probably seems like what we'll go with. If he's listening, he can tell me what he prefers. Looking a little cautious through the Lesbos, but we've already seen 4 cars, 5 cars DNF in qualifying. So, better to stick within your limits, do what you're comfortable with, and just build off of that. This will likely be his final run, because he's going to have to make it round the track again. So I don't know if he'll be able to get out. Maybe he'll charge the battery and use these tires again. This is a track which is pretty easy on tire wears. He's getting a nice toe off Monkey Mafia. I don't know if they've planned that, but I'm sure he's saying thank you, or he should be saying thank you. But he actually only improves by half a tenth, so not a massive gain. But again, like I said, with the way these gaps are and the way this is shaping up so far, half a tenth really might be the difference between a position or two. As we currently have the Alpha Tauris locking out the 3rd row, 5th and 6th, so very solid for them. We'll ride on board again with Leclerc here. There's a lot of battery left. I don't think he's on a flyer. Doesn't look like it, no. You know what? We'll give RC some showtime here. Coming into turns 1 and 2. Ooh, and a big lock up there, but he does manage to keep it pretty steady there. And again, you see a little swirly on the exit. Very anxious to get that pedal to the metal there. Now coming down into 4 and 5. I don't know if they have a name. Manages it. And you see there the way it just kind of unsettles the car on the exit. Throws him into the gravel a bit, but... Oh, and there he goes out of the first Lesmo. So, final run, you want to give it your all. Don't blame him. Sometimes it's what happens. That's racing. We carry on. Now we're right on board with Leclerc. We'll see what he's able to do. Brand new, obviously, to Tier 2 this week. He's down a 10th coming through the first sector split. You can see there, a bit of a lockup. But he has, shouldn't cost him too much. Ooh, he gets right on those curves there through the first Lesmo. And I'm not sure who this is ahead of him, but he's going to get a nice toe. The dirty air, I don't know if it'll be affecting him. Probably from this distance, might hurt him a bit through Ascari. But you can see now he is up just ever so slightly on the time he needs. We have Soy Loco backwards on the track there, and Monkey is now giving a tow to Leclerc down this back straight. And this is going to be absolutely massive here. I doubt he's going to be able to get pole, but if he can get a good exit out of Parabolica, that'll definitely put him onto the front row. A Haas front row lockout, quite potentially here. And there it is. He finds a 2/10 in that third sector there. We have Zyg now coming across. Never mind, he's lifted. Who else can we find here? Mo Powa does not seem to be flat out. RC seems to be going at it again. I believe this one will count. He's a 10th down through turn 1. That's okay. He's managed not to stick a foot in the gravel there. A little deep coming through the first leg. To not spin it this time. Very confident there through the exit of the second Lesmo. Obviously, DRS wide open, possibly getting a slipstream off that car in front of him. Ascari is going to be massive. Can he manage to navigate his way through this left, right, left, full throttle now up through the gears? There's tires everywhere. Down the back straight, coming through Parabolica, down into 4th, very briefly short shifting back up to 5th. He looks pretty confident. You see him very tight there to the inside line. Oh, and Nico improves again. RC does improve by just under a 10th, but it's not enough to move him onto the front row. Really solid lap though. P3, I'm sure he'll be okay with that. Zyg, amongst all this commotion here, actually finds himself in the P5. I do know he used to be really quite good at this track. We were talking about it the other day. He said it's not really one of his favorites this year. I don't blame him. It's very difficult to drive. I would say it's not fun. But he has shown he does have an understanding of the track solidly in P5 there. And just look at the times there. I mean, 4, 5, and 6, less than half a 10th between them. Just over half a 10th. And then, I mean, that top 10 there separated by a second. The entire grid. Get a look down to the bottom here. Minus raise time. 1.7 seconds, but I mean, Adri crashed. Jesper's only on the mediums. So if you go from Hightower, that's 1.4 seconds across the entire grid. So, I mean, all to play for. If you remove Nico, then Leclerc down to Hightower is really only a second. So we have that one outlier out at the top, but quality pace is one thing, race pace is quite another. Everyone who has raced, I'm sure, is aware of that. We will briefly, I was going to do the standings, but I had some interesting facts. I came through the chat before the race started. I'll see if we can find them here. And when I say interesting, they're not all that interesting at all, but let's see what we've got here. Okay, Monkey Mafia asked that I say Monkey's Rule. So there we go. One of them crossed off the list. Jesper. asked me to mention the title fight between him and Adri. Jesper joining now. I think we only have 5 races left, including this one, maybe 6. I don't know what the math is. They did it throughout the day. Jesper, good luck starting outside the points. I think you need to win. Luckily for you, you're starting ahead of Adri, your title rival. So, never say never. Don't quit. Always believe in yourself. All that fun stuff. What else do we got? Shelly the Turtle says sea turtles have a top speed of 22 miles per hour. That is damn fast for a turtle. Not fast at all in terms of F1. The turtle would get absolutely destroyed in an F1 race. So luckily this turtle has a car. Also, turtles and monkeys, natural enemies in the animal kingdom. So we've got a good animal rivalry there between Monkey Mafia and Shelly the Turtle. Something to keep an eye on, who will win. Obviously, Shelly would probably have quite a big advantage in the water. Monkey likely an advantage if there's any climbing portion of this race. Sam, I was supposed to say something if you got pole. You didn't get pole, so I'll save that for next week. Jesper says, the Eiffel Tower grows up to 6 inches every summer and shrinks in the winter. Not really related. I think the Eiffel Tower's in France. We are in Italy. We've got 15 seconds. I don't know if someone said ready up or not. Or if maybe they just got really sick of hearing me talk. But we'll throw in one more. Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day. Or 350 slices per second. So in those 30 seconds, I can't... 10,000 maybe. So, there you go. Now, I guess we can focus on the race, the formation lap. Everyone getting their tires into that optimal working range. AWS says 2-stop strategy or a 1-stop, soft to hard. I can tell you with 100% confidence, this is a very, very easy soft to medium race. I would be so bold as to say you could probably take the mediums from lap 1 if you needed to in a pinch. I don't suspect to really see any hard tires out there, but you never know. Maybe a lap 1 crash brings it out. So outside the top 10, real quickly actually, Soy, Hightower, Jesper all on mediums, Adri on the softs, Bobby, Monkey also on the softs, and Ray is on the softs too, so a lot of guys just opting to go for outright speed in the first stint of this race. Soy and Hightower and Jesper perhaps hoping the race will come to them in the second half there with that reverse strategy. I guess in terms of the title fight here, Adri has quite a substantial gap. I don't want to close that. We do have the standings here. So Adri is sitting on 138 points. Sam is in second with 91. Nico, though, is in third with 77. So a win here can really help him close the gap to Sam and Adri, depending on where Adri can finish. And get some breathing room between Rockstar, who's only 4 points behind him, currently in 6th. So, big race here for Nico to kind of move up into that upper echelon more solidly. Other than that, I mean, the biggest constructors battle right now is Aston Martin and Alpha Tauri, separated by 1 point. We also have Williams and Mercedes and Haas, the 3 of them separated by 3 points. So, now I don't know what to watch for in this race. For now, we will watch for the lights. We have Nico back on the grid. We're waiting for the rest of the cars to make their way to the back of the grid. And we will be racing. We have 5 lights. Lights out and time to get digital. Let's go. Nico on the run down into turn 1. Seems to have gotten a pretty solid start. RC getting bogged down, dropping places massively here. Sam up into P3, looking to take a look. Oh, and he's hit the back of Leclerc and sent him round. I think that was Sam who hit them here. We have a lot of bumping and grinding throughout the rest of the field. Leclerc's dropped way down to the back of the field. Everything else seems okay. But yeah, Sam there, I believe, got into the back of Leclerc. We have a drag race there between, I think that was RC and Sam down into turn 4 there. And RC has cleared him. Oh, we have a car off in the background. That's Sam. Now down into 13th. He's trying to get himself turned around here. Jesus Christ, what an insane start to this race. And in that mayhem, Nico has found himself 3 seconds ahead of Zyg, who's found himself in second. So, an absolutely atrocious start by RC. Could not get off the line, and yet he will not lose a position so far to start. That's crazy. He does have Cowboy right on the back of him here, and that will be our biggest, our closest gaps moving throughout the field here. As Zyg looks to hunt down Nico and extend on RC behind him. Cowboy now, we'll see if he can get a good run. We'll see if he has more top speed. Obviously no DRS yet at this point in the race. Soy Loco speeding into the pit lane. I'd imagine he had damage. We have a few cars going into the pits. So Soy and Leclerc both in the pits. Obviously both those drivers will be hoping for a safety car. I'd imagine Sam and Hightower also probably hoping for a safety car, as they're a bit off the pace there. We have a driver who's off here at the back. Was that Shelly? Maybe a bit of an incident there. And we have Adri looking to make a move on Ray. So watch this group here. Battling, the 4 of them. Bobby Tava sitting in 8th. Behind him, Jesper. Behind him, Ray. And behind him, Adri. As they battle it out for the final points position. Adri gets a wicked run out of the second Lesmo. Again, no DRS. We'll see if he's got better top speed. He moves to the outside. Ascari is a very difficult place to get an overtake done. We'll see how well Ray defends it. Adri's going to be well clear heading into Ascari. Bit of a lockup, but he should be well and done with that move. Back up to the front now, coming through Parabolica. Again, no DRS down this main straight. I don't believe, not this lap. Although the DRS zone is after the start-finish, but I guess the detection is before. So, there we go, answered. No DRS, Mopawa just working on, beeping some ERS, maybe saving that up for another few laps. He is kind of pulling a gap on Asylum. If he can break that 1 second, he should be looking pretty nice here, as Bobby also on the back of Monkey, as Jesper has fallen off. Slightly on those medium tires. Adri really reeling him in here as he looks to make his charge through the field and gain some positions. I did mention on the formation lap, Jesper, this is your this is your main title rival, so you're gonna have to do a lot to keep him behind you here. Up the field, we can see that Mopawa has cleared a 1 second gap to Asylum, just barely, but RC is also almost breaking that gap ahead. As Adri now does have DRS, doesn't really need to worry about getting this done right now. He can just kind of save the battery, close in, and really put some pressure on through Ascari, and look to make that move down the main straight. I think that would be the safest place to do it. Then you have about half a lap to really build a gap there, break free of that. Almost side by side coming into Parabolic. I doubt Adri is going to make that move. Oh, and it looks like a little bit of contact. Hopefully there's no damage, as Jesper's run wide there, and Adri should have this. Yeah, should have this done well before turn 1. Moving up into P9, so good move by him, and we can see ahead there, Bobby Tava has cleared Monkey Mafia up into 7th, so it takes a lot of curb through turn 1. Monkey can get a good exit. And he does. Really nice exit from Monkey Mafia there to fight that back. Side by side coming through Curva Grande. But yeah, Monkey should be well clear heading into turn 4. And don't look now, but RC is feeling feisty as he is really closing on the back of Zyg. I don't know if maybe Zyg had a moment. We have a yellow flag there. It looks like one of the Red Bulls, and that looks like Bobby Tava. No, it looks like he spun it on the exit of 5. Doesn't appear to be any wing damage, so hopefully he can carry on, settle in and get back into his groove. Moving back up front now, we have Asylum right on the back of Cowboy, RC right on the back of Zyg. Ooh, and a big wobble there on the exit of Ascari from Cowboy. Give me a moment to catch my breath. Woo! Frantic pace to this race so far, and we are only 5 laps in. Absolutely non-stop action. Asylum's really going to get this done. We'll move back up to RC if he's going to be close enough. He's taking a look. Maybe a bit of a dummy there, but no, it's not quite close enough there, heading into the braking zone. We have Bobby Tava has DNF'd on the exit of Parabolica, it looks like. We can see here, Asylum's got the move done. Cowboy not able to get on the throttle there, and Asylum should be well and clear as he looks to continue his strong form in the last few races. He's got a lot of pace. We know he puts in the time. Ooh, we have a safety car. I missed that there, but this should be interesting. We'll see if anyone pits. I am very, very confident that these medium tires will go to the end of the race, but we'll see if anyone, bites, or if they wait. Whew. Alright, well, while we have a few moments here, let's take a look and see what the hell am I looking for. Positions changed. There it is. So, big winner so far, Adri. Mo Powa picks up a time penalty under the safety car. You never want to do that. But yeah, big winner so far, Adri. Up 7 positions, so started 15th, already in 8th. The safety car is only going to help him move in closer to those front runners. Asylum up 5 positions. Zyg, up 3. Nico has got into the pits. Jesper up 5 and Ray up 6. The big losers, obviously Leclerc, through no fault of his own, at least from what I can see, dropped down at the 15th. Ooh, Shelley picks up a drive-through under the under the safety car. That is tragic. That will really, really hurt his race here. But yes, Leclerc down in 15th. He'll probably be the one happiest about the safety car, as it'll bring him at least back to the pack. And he can do some racing. See what tires everyone put on. And there you go. Everyone, aside from Hightower, has put on the mediums. And like I said, I do believe those should last. Quite comfortably. Maybe everyone was listening, and that's why they made that decision. Monkey stayed out on those 5-lap old softs. The thing about this track, too, though, is the softs are going to have pace even after the restart. Tire deg is very low. So you'll have a few laps to really get some good times in, I guess is what I'm trying to say there. Jesper stayed out, obviously. He started on the mediums. Makes sense for him to stay out. His big thing here is he wants to get ahead of Monkey, and he wants to build a gap. Because when he pits, he's going to come out at the back of the field unless he has some really, really strong pace here on the restart. That is the gamble you make starting on the mediums. Obviously, best case scenario for Jesper would be another late safety car right around his pit window, which would minimize some of that damage there. What else can we check? We can look at penalties. If I can find them. There they are. So just Shelley with a drive-through, Mo Powell with 3 seconds. So I had 5 for speeding in the pit lane. I think that's a really solid call. To just serve it, get that out of there. You don't want 5 seconds hanging over your head. Obviously in last, but you can work from there. You know what? Hightower and Soy started on the mediums, likely why they've decided to pit onto the hards. Honestly, you might even have been able to take the softs from here. Probably not, actually. 20 laps is a big ask, but Bobby in the chat lasted 4 laps. Not bad for the comeback. You know what? It was a glorious comeback. It was almost as if you haven't been away at all, Bobby. I'm pretty sure when you were full-time, you always used to last 4 laps as well. So, you know, right back into mid-season form for Bobby. A good quality, though, and yeah, glad to have you back. It was nice seeing you on track, and hopefully it's a bit more common towards the end of the season. Yeah, you know what? At a track like Monza, too, it's so difficult to drive this year, so... Yeah, having not played as long as you haven't, it is actually quite impressive to make it around a few times. I don't know how much practice you got in, but yeah. I don't think anyone was expecting you to come in and just be absolutely rapid, but yeah, Monza is a very difficult track this game. Safety car is in this lap. We have Monkey weaving a bit, obviously creating that space. On the soft tires, I've seen this played a few ways. Some like to punch it right on the exit of the Parabolica, get that slingshot down the main straight. Others like to hold it and wait until the start-finish straight, because you cannot overtake until that start-finish line, and it looks like Monkey has punched it on the exit here. Jesper, though, read that pretty well. Nico, though, really solid there on the restart. Super close, moves out of the slipstream, but it looks like Jesper has the better top speed, and wow, the confidence under braking to send that. Oh, it's fantastic racing there through turns 1 and 2. Well done, both drivers. Jesper keeps the place momentarily. Coming through Curva Grande, though, Nico, again, fighting that back, side by side. It looks like Nico's ahead, heading into the corner, into turn 4. And yeah, he is going to get that move done. So, Nico was our race leader, is our net race leader, as Monkey still has to pit, but doesn't seem as though he wants to wait for Monkey to pit. Looks like he just wants to stretch those legs out in front and work on building a gap to the rest of his rivals here in this race. RC really pressuring Zyg down into Ascari. We have Hightower getting overtaken by Leclerc at the back of the field there. Missed that one. We'll stay on board with these guys here as Jesper runs really wide through the exit of Ascari. Seems to have compromised him a bit there, losing a few tenths to Zyg and Nico. Here we go. He's run wide through Parabolica. Again, a few lines you can take through here, but Jesper seems to be really squirrely. You can see that back end stepping out a bit. And Zyg now looking to create some breathing room to clear Jesper and put a car between him and RC, as RC, though, really coming up rapidly behind them. Perhaps a double slipstream. Not going to be able to get through. As Zyg, great move, great driving. The two of them still side by side, though, coming through Curva Grande. And Jesper got mugged off here last lap, same corner. Looks like, again, Zyg's going to be ahead, heading into the corner. And yeah, turn 4 again. And Zyg now looks to hunt down Nico, who's still behind Monkey Mafia. Now we have RC hunting down Jesper. Bobby, if you want to join me for comms, I can invite you back into the lobby, I believe. We'll take a brief break as I search for Bobby in my friends list. Shows he's not online. Classic. Alright, back to the racing action. RC has cleared Jesper. Jesper, though, obviously now on the run, down, looking into turn 1 here. Oh, and again, side by side, but, oh, and he's got hit from behind by Asylum. That sent him half around as he smashes through the bollards. Yeah, I don't blame him there. Just disastrous for his strategies. He has not pit yet, and he's in 12th. Oh, that's gonna really ruin his chances in this race. Asylum may have picked up a bit of damage. Ooh, and a Ferrari getting his elbows out against, I don't know who that was there, but that's allowed Leclerc to fight his way through, and I believe Ray passed him as well. Wow, feisty stuff there. As we see the rest of the field getting a little chippy. Nico, though, on the back of Monkey, looking to get a good run out of Ascari. It's about as close as he's been. Zyg behind will be in DRS as well, and I think he should get this move done. can see, yeah, Monkey perhaps losing a bit of grip on those rear tires. Nico through pretty cleanly. Obviously, Monkey's still trying to fight that back, but Nico moves to the racing line, down into turn 1. And now Monkey is going to have to look in his rearview mirrors and see Zyg hounding him from behind here. But again, looks pretty clean through Rio Grande there. Jesper seems to have gotten Sam. I don't know if maybe Sam had a moment, as Jesper's quite a ways ahead now. And Sam's coming under pressure from Hightower here. Don't think he'll be close enough coming into turns 4 and 5 there, but something to keep an eye on there, as Ray, right as I was moving to that battle, has crashed there on the exit of 4 and 5. I don't know if that'll be a safety car. We'll see if we can see where his car is here from Soy Loco. And there he is, off there in the barrier. Catch a glimpse. I believe the rest of the field, yeah, has cleared him now, so I doubt there'll be a safety car. And yeah, no safety car, just yellow flags here. So Monkey's done well to stay within DRS. That'll help him defend from Zyg here, at least for this lap. Zyg obviously does want to get by as quick as he can. RC now in DRS range as well, so Monkey perhaps holding him up ever so slightly, and you see the power of DRS there. I mean, a few tenths, he's really closed that gap. But Nico seems to have got a much better exit there. Monkey actually has gotten a pretty good exit himself, so not too damaging, and it seems for the time being he's still going to stick within that DRS range. So Monkey really managing his race well so far. Obviously has to stop again. That'll be his big thing, but a safety car actually probably would have done him wonders. Quick aside, Bobby, welcome. I see you joined the party. How are you?
Yeah, I'm trying to check if my settings are all good.
If anyone is in the chat, let us know if you can hear Bobby.
It should be good.
Yeah, I think normally you have... Oh, and Zyg, a big moment there! Oh, and I think RC has clipped the side of his car, and that has ended Zyg's race on the exit of Ascari. Oh my goodness, and a safety car. I have to imagine Monkey Mafia is going right into the pits here.
I mean, if he doesn't come now, he's not gonna pit at all.
Going for the no stop on the softs. Nico. Oh, and Nico has binned it! What? What? The scenes in Monza. It looked like he tried to dummy Monkey Mafia, who was always gonna pit. And he binned it on the pit straight. I can't believe what I just saw.
Yeah, I'm just saw him in the wall. I missed it. I was finishing setting my stuff up, but yeah, that's not good.
There's a few guys you're gonna say, don't bring Bobby back into the party. He's bad luck. I think you've joined, and within 30 seconds we've had 2 cars DNF.
My bad, boys. My bad.
We have a few guys jumping into the pits. I actually think that's a really smart move from both Adri and Jesper. Jesper obviously had to pit. Hightower and Soy Loco also getting off those hard tires. Another smart move. And Shelly, the turtle, going back into the softs. So I think that's a good strategy.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then,
they will last to the end.
Yeah. And then Monkey obviously pit from second, came out in 6th, and he will have 6 lap fresher tires. So again, a really strong performance. I mean, I was looking at the standings. He's up and around like 6th or 7th. So really solid season overall, and it's just good strategy and good consistency.
Yeah, but at the same time, I kind of overtook him in the 4 lap I did, so...
but who's in the booth now? Who's in
I mean, I overtook
6th place.
I overtook him on the straight, and I just jumped the first curve, and he passed me in turn 2, but I still overtook him.
I did actually catch that little battle. I did see you get him and him get you back. I missed where you crashed, though. Was it Parabolica?
Yeah, Parabolica.
Yeah.
Went a bit too early on the throttle, lost the rear, and overcorrected.
Yeah, it's Monza's tricky this game. I know you said you did about 45 minutes of practice, but the curbs are just very unforgiving.
Yeah, I was having trouble in time trial, but yeah, my mindset in the race was just stay away from them, don't try. And yeah, it wasn't a curb that did me. It was my poor driving skills.
I will say though, you had a nice quali lap. I think you were right around 8th, 7th or 8th?
I finished 10th.
Okay, your first run was solid though. Put you right around Sam.
Yeah, but I did. This is the only run I did. On my second one, I tried to let, I think it was Zyke pass, and where we are right now on the track, I stayed on the left side of the track, and apparently there's a wall coming in, and I just slammed into it. I crashed letting people pass.
Oh, there you go. Kill him with kindness.
Like mid-season form already.
Safety car is in this lap. RC will be the one restarting. Obviously letting it go. Not even weaving his tires. Doesn't care. Oh, there he goes. He's weaving now. So the field bunches up behind him. So right now, I mean, RC has gone a long while without a win. I don't want to jinx him or say anything, but he's looked really solid so far.
It's too late, buddy.
We'll see now. He's not punched it yet. Like I said, we saw earlier, Monkey punched it right on the exit. And there he goes. He tried to catch them napping on the exit. Let them all bunch up, but... Ooh, and who has... We have a bunch of cars off there. Sam is off. Leclerc is DNF'd. What the hell is going on? Sam is back into the pits. I missed what happened there, but Jesus.
Yeah, I was at the front too. I just saw them climbing down the standings.
Yeah. So, Rockstar has also... I am missing everything right now. Rockstar smashes, like, few of the remaining bollards through turn 1 there. I was watching Adri overtake Jesper, and the two of them are now 4th and 5th. Asylum is down at 9th. I'm sorry, boys. I bungled that restart and missed everything. But Adri and Jesper are looking really, really strong now. 4th and 5th on the fresh softs. Mopawa close to RC. We'll see if he can kind of reel him in a bit. But for now, we will stick with Jesper and Adri. Closest gap.
We had Shelly passing Hightower on the second straight.
Shelly also, yeah, 7th on those soft tires. So we'll see how quickly he can gain on Soy Loco. He does have Asylum. Or sorry, Hightower has Asylum. Pressuring him from behind now. Takes a look, but it's going to be a tricky move. Always tricky to overtake in Parabolica. Oh, we have Soy Loco's off, and that's another DNF, and that could be another safety car. We now have...
There it is. There it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, now I'm guessing nobody's that's still on the medium. Everyone on the medium going to come in. Maybe Mafia will stick out, but...
Yeah, I could see Mafia sticking out. Maybe some of those guys on the younger mediums, but I would think RC and Cowboy and Asylum all pit. Rockstar was right next to the pit lane, and he's now put on a fresh set of softs. He's timed that perfectly. Sam has pit onto a fresh set of mediums. That was the last restart. He probably should have just pit for softs there.
Yeah, that's... What has he done? Let's check the director.
I am stunned right now, Bobby. The scenes here in Monza.
Yeah, Sam should have another soft compound. He went soft, medium, medium. He should have another soft compound.
These last 5-6 laps have just been pure carnage. I don't even know what's going on. We do have a comment. Sam lost the rear on the restart, went spinning to the right. I lost my rear and tapped Monkey's rear, and I went into the wall. So it just seemed like Nothing malicious, obviously. Never really is. It just seems like a lot of guys got happy on
Yeah,
the throttle.
it's just me bringing my luck to this lobby.
Well, we have 6 cars who have DNF'd. Bobby was the first. He set this all in motion. 3 laps into the race, and from there, yeah, it's just been chaos ever since. RC, though, important to note, has not pit.
Yeah.
Cowboy has not pit. Monkey did not pit. Hightower and Asylum both pitting for softs. So, good move by them. They're not going to lose any positions. Rockstar's not going to be close enough there. So, I think they'll both be fine. Yeah, they both get out well ahead there. So, good strategy from them. I mean, Sam still could have pit. The safety car would wait, but you never know.
I mean, I'm guessing he doesn't trust. No, I mean, there's no reason. They last 10 lap for sure.
Mm-hmm. My best guess would be he doesn't think he can catch up to the field again. But
Yeah, but from my understanding, the safety car isn't like a set number lap. It just waits for everyone to be bunched up and then goes.
that's my understanding as well. But I also just never know with Codemasters. It's very...
No, Codemaster is very reliable.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, you don't want to make any difficult decisions relying on the game to make sense. So let's take a look again at the position changes here. We'll take a look at now the big winners and losers. Adri and Monkey Mafia and Jesper, all big winners here. Adri's gained 11 places, Jesper's gained 9, and Monkey has gained 8. RC didn't really have too many places to go. Could only move up 2, and he got them both, so good for him.
When you start at the top, you cannot
Yeah.
gain that much.
Yeah. Hightower's moved up 6, Cowboys moved up 6, and then Shelly and Asylum have each gained a position. Rockstar down 3, and Sam, who's had a pretty abysmal race so far, in 10th, still in the points. As it stands right now, finish the race and you'll get a point, so it's got to at least be a little bit of a motivating factor here to tough it out, even on those bad days.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely, but... Yeah, absolutely. This you don't want to just quit it.
And you never know. We've seen, again, a lot of guys spitting it, a lot of guys crashing, a lot of unforced errors, so I mean, it's difficult to say what will happen. I think this is our 3rd safety car, so there is a possibility for another 1 or 2. Let's hope we just get some good racing until the end. We don't get any more safety car laps, but there is obviously room for more, as we see all 10 cars now wiggling around.
Yeah, it should restart everyone bunched up.
RC really giving the safety car room here.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I just know... I guess if you're the leader, it doesn't give you that... you're too far back. Is it in this lap? Did I miss that memo? It must be. He's really backing off.
Unless...
No?
Yeah.
Now he's really gaining on it. Safety car in this lap.
That's a late warning.
That is so bizarre. RC is...
Maybe it was so far behind that the safety car didn't know. Cody's didn't realize that everyone was bunched up.
All right. Well, RC's going to have to time this perfectly now because...
Yeah, that's a bunched up restart.
Yeah. Yep. We've got Hightower fell asleep there. He's lost a couple positions. And we have about 5 cars going into turn 1 all at the same time here.
Almost 3 wide.
Looks pretty clean, a little bit of wheel banging, but no one's gone round. I didn't see any carbon fiber flying around, so I think that's a success.
Yeah, all things related, yeah, that's not too bad.
Important for these medium guys, like they did. None of them dropped any positions, so Really good from them.
Yeah, they were all fighting with each other. Like Shelly, Adri, and Jesper were all almost went 3 wide in turn 1, so could not fight those medium runners.
And you see here Adri on the exit of Lesmo 2. Really, really pressuring Monkey. We'll see if he goes for the move into Ascari. They both leave room. I don't think they made contact, but Monkey's gone off into the gravel.
I just think, yeah, he tried to give room, and it's not a corner you can leave room.
I think he just outbroke himself there, trying to maintain the position. As Asylum, whoa, looking on the back of Jesper, coming through Parabolica there. As we take a look now and see, both these guys also right on the back of Adri.
Shelly might try and move on Hightower, no, decide to back off. He was getting a bit squeezed.
You see that in the background there. Yeah, it's so difficult without DRS, even though the straight is very, very long. Yeah, just very difficult when multiple cars have a slipstream there. So
yeah,
actually,
everyone's full battery and everyone just using it. No one has an advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Cowboy has a 3-second penalty. So right now, Adri would be P2 and Jesper in his Tier 2 debut would be P3. Obviously, still quite a few laps to go here, but... Oh, and we've got Rockstar who's gone round! Oh! I think he's ghosted, but someone slammed the brakes there to avoid him, and I think Sam has rear-ended Shelly. Shelly there, obviously just reacting to what's in front. Hopefully Sam didn't pick up damage there.
No, he seems to have a good
Looks
LT
okay.
front wing.
Yeah, so, again, very tense times as Asylum gets the move on Jesper here. Takes the long way around through Parabolica, and yeah, really slick move there. As he looks to get...
maybe those 4 laps in the soft already work. Already making a big difference on pace.
Yeah, I think, well, Asylum 2 has just been real pacey all evening. The last few races, to be honest. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was a bit quicker. We'll see how well he can reel in Adri. I think that'll kind of give us a good idea of the strength of these tires and the life of them. Adri, though, now right on the back of Cowboy. Who, again, right on the back of RC, so...
So now the DRS should be available?
Yeah, coming down this back straight here on the exit of the second Lesmo. Yeah, and it will be. So, we have another yellow flag there. I don't know who that is.
Shelly.
It looks like Shelly has...
Shelly. Yep. Between the 2 Lesmo. Yep.
Yeah. Probably got a little punchy. Yeah, on the exit of Lesmo 1 there. Jesper, absolutely detrimental to his race here, has spun round and picked up 3 seconds for doing so as well. So just a couple of laps ago, looking at a possible podium, is now down in 8th position, just getting overtaken by Rockstar there. So back up to the front here.
Yes, sniffing Adri's back.
He's really, really close here. Obviously, all these guys have DRS. We'll see if Asylum sends it. Oh, and Adri takes the inside line. It's going to be close. But yeah, Asylum backs off. Maybe he can set him up here for a good exit. Get him through Curva Grande, but it does not look like it, as the top 4 now really, really close to one another here. About 1.5 seconds separating the top 4. Great shot there of the ball coming through turns 4 and 5. Adri kicking up a bit of gravel. Didn't really seem to cost him too much there, though. And RC looks like he's got a bit of an advantage on Mopawa through this part, but the DRS is so powerful that it's just hard to really break clear of that 1 second gap.
Yeah, and everyone been using their battery. Adri is a bit more saved. Maybe it will come in later.
Yeah, he's in that tricky position where you're focusing on attacking and defending at the same time. You know, you gotta make sure you got enough if you do get a compromised exit to defend, but you do want to put some pressure on the guys in front. It looked like Cowboy was a bit squirrely on the exit of Parabolica here. See Adri now. Is he closing enough? Asylum breaks the slipstream. He moves to the inside, back to the racing line. Adri, super late on the brakes. Ooh, a bit of contact there. And he has sent Cowboy off track, I think, there briefly at least. And he is now down into second. So...
yeah, there was a bit of contact.
hard to say.
Yeah, quite get if it was a bump pass or I'm not sure.
Yeah, from first view, it's hard to say if Adri just went too deep or if Cowboy turned in a bit too early there, but definitely some contact, and Adri has come out the victor in that little scuffle there. So interesting now to see what the Ferrari boys do with their strategy. I'm sure RC is not really going to want to give up this win. And Adri, exactly. He is fighting for the Drivers' Championship. All his rivals are well out of the points behind him, but watch now. Asylum is about as close as he's been. Adri will still have DRS, though, off of his teammate on Asylum now. Just flying, but he's not going to have enough. Moves out of the slipstream, taking the racing line. Oh, and Adri gives him a nice little squeeze there. Asylum, though. Ooh, Adri a little bit swirly. See if we can get him on the run.
Yeah, as long as Adri stay in RCD areas, he will be able to defend.
Yeah, shouldn't be too much of a problem here. That obviously helped him massively down that main straight there. But we'll see now. I mean, RC is on 17-lap old medium tires. We'll see if Adri kind of gets a little close behind him.
Adri is on 10 laps old soft. They're both pretty used compounds.
And Asylum is just flying. It does seem like he's got a lot of pace. What a wicked run through Ascari there. He looks so confident.
I'm not that confident.
Me neither. That was really nice driving through there, and he is flying, and he's just getting stuck behind the DRS train. Ooh, no! Ooh, Asylum, no!
We jinxed him.
That is so unfortunate. 5 seconds for speeding, too.
That's our bad.
Oh, no. That is devastating here. Asylum was looking so strong. On for a podium at the least, possibly going for the win as Mo Pawa picks up another time penalty, and Hightower now. Oh, as he sends it into the wall! Right as I jumped on board with him. Sam now is looking at a possible podium. And what did we say during that safety car? He was dead last. He was on old mediums.
That everything could happen. Yep, I remember that.
Everything could happen. And he now sits...
buff.
That's why you race. Because you never know, and now he's looking at a very, very strong possibility for a podium. I say that, though, and we've literally seen almost everyone crash. So... half the field is DNF'd.
Yeah, don't jinx any people anymore.
We'll just sit in silence.
Yeah.
And watch now. There's RC. Yeah. RC is the last person we should be watching. He does not need this pressure on him right now. As we have 2 laps left. Not really any close gaps at the moment. It seems Adri has backed off. I don't know if maybe he's just saving his battery.
Yeah, maybe team order finally kicked in now that Asylum, we jinxed Asylum.
Yeah. Matias got on the radio. RC needs this for his confidence. Just a quick note too, actually. Rockstar does have the fastest lap currently, a 22.2. 8/10 quicker than Adri's best.
Might get it on these fresh tires.
That's true, actually. That's a good shout. Maybe we'll right on board with him. Doesn't really have much battery, but see if maybe he saves that for the fastest lap. He did go fastest in the first sector. He's quite a ways up on his best time. So yeah, we'll stick on board with him. We'll actually give him a little bit of an onboard. Treat this as a bit of a glory run here, and we'll see if, yeah, he can get that fastest lap. Coming through the second Lesmo, second sector split should be coming up shortly here, and we'll get an idea. And he's up 3.5 tenths on his best lap so far. And he is really strong through Ascari, I just gotta say.
Yeah, and with 3.5 lap, he's only like 300 behind, so that would give him fastest lap.
By about half a second, depending on what his last sector here is. He's got the battery pretty much drained. And there it is, a 21.8, so about 4 tenths there. Final lap now. I'd imagine Adri's probably going to go for it. As RC picks up a time penalty on the last lap, which has gifted the win to Adri, assuming Adri can keep it on track.
I do not take the blame for this one.
No, we weren't even watching. I think he's got to be quite gutted. Adri is letting his teammate take the win.
Wow.
What a nice guy, as he has let RC build a 3-second gap. Oh, and he's let Cowboy through.
Yeah, he's got 2 penalties. That doesn't change anything.
That's fair, that's fair. As Cowboy actually picks up another one there. Interesting to note, actually. I have the gaps wrong. Sam is going to be right on the cusp here. I don't know if he's going to get Cowboy or not.
Yeah, he got 9.
Oh, he does have 9 for that last one there. So there we go. RC, with a bit of the power of friendship and teamwork, pulls out the race win. His first win of Tier 2, I believe, this season. Adri will bring it home in second, so 1-2 for Ferrari. Adri started in like P15 or something, so amazing job by him to come home in second place. And I just realized this is a stuff of dreams for Ferrari in Monza. A 1-2. We must be playing a game. This will never happen in real life. And Sam, sorry, just to point that out, brings it home in P3. Just absolutely wild race. I missed so much of what happened. So I hope we get some good views from some of the other guys. We can kind of fill in the pieces here, but just wild. Half the field DNF'd. I can't even begin to remember what went on, but congrats to the top 3 there. I will get them in briefly for the interviews.
Yeah, sure.
Bobby, if you want to run through the order there. If you just want to run through the final order there. Awesome. I am working on getting these guys invited. I think they've all been invited to the party before, so I can't invite them again, which is an oversight by me. I will message them in the Discord quickly, but for now we will wait. There we go. We've got Sam in here. Now we wait for RC and Adri.
I think I'm stuck in the lobby. That's great.
We've got RC with
Hey.
us now. I'm also stuck in the lobby. That's okay. RC needs this for the timing charts here. So here we go. I've run
I've
through it
got.
all.
I got him. I got him.
Okay. Well, it's on the official stream if you ever want to relive the absolute scenes of Monza. Do you know if Adri's joining us?
He's not.
Not? Okay, I figured. I know
No.
it's late for him. So we'll just get right into it. RC, first win. I believe, right? This season, first win?
Yeah, I don't even know when the
Yeah,
last one was.
first win. It feels good, doesn't it? P3, I believe, in qualifying. I don't even know where to begin with the questions. Just talk us through it. What were you thinking? What did you
Well,
see out there?
it was just some craziness was going on out there. That's what it was.
That's my
Um,
bad. That's my bad.
there was times when people were just going off, and I have no idea what happened behind me. There was a time when Sam was behind me and then he disappeared, and the same with who was it? It might have been was it one of the Alpines? Well, obviously
Rockstar.
Asylum lost it on a safety car restart.
4 people
Yeah.
lost it on the safety car restart.
And just
I don't know where to start.
it was madness. And also, I don't know if you were behind Nico when he did it. He binned it,
I was.
dummying
It
it
looked
into
like he
the
was.
pits.
Yeah.
It looked like he was
No,
trying
no,
to
I think
dummy
that was-
Monkey.
For me, that was the craziest part of the race because Monkey was obviously alternative strat. He didn't pit under the safety car.
Yeah.
So when the next safety car came out, he went in. There was another person came in as well. Can't remember who it was. And then I seen that Nico was faking it. And I thought he was actually weaving. And then Bones told me that he faked it into the pits and then hit the other wall.
Yeah,
Like, well,
at least that's what it looked like on
because-
stream. He dummied it.
because
and-
because there was nobody catching him.
no, he was rapid. That
There was
quali
nobody
lap was
catching him.
insane.
Yeah, like I mean, I in practice I did a 20.285 and he did a 201, and there's no way I was catching that. He was just too quick. But when you make mistakes like that, it's gonna cost you.
Yeah. Actually, that does bring up a question I have. Why didn't you pit under that third safety car? Just track position, or
Yeah. Yeah. Track position. There was what was there? What 7 laps left?
I think so.
I didn't think there was much point because I would have dropped down to probably P6 or 7, and it could turn into a DRS train, and then you're screwed. So I thought keep track position. The tires will be okay. Not too much of a difference between the softs, especially when they go off. But Asylum was flying towards the end
Yeah, he
on
was.
those fresh softs.
He was rapid. We actually caught it on board when he sent it into the wall. Tough break for him. I mean, he was on for a really fantastic result. But
He's done well the last few weeks.
yeah, I was saying that to Bobby as well on the stream. So got it for him. But yeah, massive congrats. Glad I was here to witness your first win of the season. Andrew's not here, I guess, obviously, but big one too for Ferrari in Monza. Time to celebrate.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yep.
Sam, I feel you had an absolute disaster of a race, and you managed to come home in P3. Talk us through that.
Well, yeah, that was a shit show. I had a few spins, I think, and then just got lucky. It was just pure luck. Well, I can't say any more. A lot of the drivers in front of me just started tumbling one by one, and yeah, I couldn't even manage to overtake anyone in the last safety car restart because I was on the medium tires. Everybody else was on the softs. So I was like the slowest one. So the only thing I could do was just drive cleanly and make sure to finish. And that's what I did. Oh, and the penalties helped too, so...
Yeah. That's all it takes sometimes. There was a point during that third safety car, me and Bobby were chatting about you were down in 10th, you were way behind the field, and I was just like, yeah, you know, you just got to stick with it. He's already got 1 point. You never know what can happen, and 4 laps later, you were right in that podium position. So, Adri still gains a bit on you in that championship battle, but I mean, you've really got a stranglehold on second now with Nico not scoring any points. So, really huge result for you in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm happy about that, but at the end of the day, you know, we're fighting for a win or a championship, so I still feel like I need to find a lot more speed to catch up to Adri, and I don't think I'm there. But yeah, I'll keep fighting.
Yeah, and again, every race you never know. I mean, next week it could be Adri in the wall. I don't want to jinx anyone. And then that brings you right back into the mix here. RC as well, actually. That win is gonna move you quite a few places up the standings. So I think you'll be right in contention for third now.
Yeah, it certainly helps. Sam's done great today to get a P3 out of that, because he was right behind me at one point quite early on, and then he fell back, and I think he was at the back of the grid at one point, and he's done well to fight back into P3.
Yeah. Bobby, do you have any questions?
Not really. Maybe me apart. Sam, did you thought of maybe going on the soft on the later safety car?
I should have, but I was thinking I don't have a new set of softs. But even then, I think the softs would have been the right decision. But oh well, I don't think it would have changed the results. The highest I could have gone was P3 today, I think.
I mean, that's a damn good result. From what I'm concerned, I just hope to last more than 4 laps next week.
Do you guys have any tips for Bobby, who's making his return?
Just don't go over these curbs.
Yeah, don't touch them curbs. Do not touch those curbs.
All right, noted.
They are. I can't believe the state of them in this game.
Yeah, well, especially this track too. Again, I was saying to Bobby while we were on stream, it's a very unforgiving track. Not as fun as it has been in previous years, but I mean, you guys survived. Also, just quickly, you owe Adri like a beer or something, RC. The fact that he lifted, maybe he ran out of fuel, or he's having gearbox issues. I'm not quite sure what happened on that last lap, but
his pedal was not calibrated.
There you go.
I mean, he got the multi 21 call
from Mattia there. Yeah, we suspected as much, but yeah, you owe him one for that. I have nothing else though. Fantastic race, guys. Absolute carnage. I don't know if it's even worth watching. I missed practically everything, unfortunately, but I tried my best. But yeah, that'll be it. This is Zenith Online Racing. We will be back tomorrow night, wrapping up Monza for the week. Tier 3, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Set your alarms, whatever you do. And yeah, come and join us for what should hopefully be another exciting race. We've got a very competitive grid in Tier 3. It was a bit of a shit show last week in Spa, so I'm sure it should be exciting again this week. Thank you, guys.
Don't talk to me about that.
Bobby actually has arthritis from typing out his steward's report. So if you want to see more carnage, yeah, tune in. In between all the carnage, there'll be some fantastic racing. We got a great group of guys there as well. So join us next week, and thank you, guys.